Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it's the 9th of March 2023. Favour please before we get into it, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel. That'd be marvellous. Big help, appreciated, so please click that button if you would. Okie dokie, today we're going all the way back to good old New Wave of British Heavy Metal days. Band is Warfare, and this is a new box set of theirs, the Lemmy Sessions, and there's a bit of a clue of what this is all about there with Lemmy being involved. It's a three CD box set. You know, one of the cherry red ones that they do so very well, and you know, 3 CDs, comprehensive booklet, nice cardboard, solid clamshell box, great stuff. Anyway, Warfare formed back in the early mid 80s, you know, when New Wave of British Heavy Metal was ruling the scene, so to speak. And you know, Warfare, no messing about here. Their style was hard, heavy, fast, and well, brutal, I guess. A mixture of New Wave of British Heavy Metal, punk, thrash metal. You know, like I've said, no messing about here. Full on assault and battery to the senses. Indeed, I suppose in many ways, not unlike Motorhead, which I guess is maybe what drew Lemmy's attention to the band. And you know, Warfare's punky influences were brought along by their drummer Evo, who of course drummed for the excellent Angelic Upstarts, if you remember them, before then going on to form Warfare. Band was signed by Neat Records, and that label, if you remember, was something of a safe harbour for aspiring New Wave of British Heavy Metal era bands such as the likes of Raven, Venom, Cloven Hoof and others, and of course then Warfare. And they blazed a trail for a few years back then with a series of recordings of high energy is one analogy. High energy nature that and with that mixture of Raven, Motorhead and Tank, even battering ram style with the punk and thrash in addition. Really heavy stuff. Perhaps their best known album is Metal Anarchy, and the title track from that, arguably one of their better known songs as well. And it's that album, Metal Anarchy, that takes the focus of this 3D box set. Because what we've got here is not only the album itself with a polished, more polished mix to it, we've got, and this is where the title, the Lemmy Sessions, come into it. Lemmy did a mix of the album as well, and that mix was not released back then. It's not been released until this very box set. And as you might expect, it's 40 years old, this Lemmy mix, well, almost. And as you might expect, it's in its rough form, the original cassette and the original running order that forms that mix. And it really is a shot of raw energy. That's disc 1, the Lemmy mix. Disc 2 is what's deemed a new, fully polished version of Metal Anarchy. It's still, you know, brutal in your face, heavy as you like, though. It really is. And disc 3 comprises of various singles and EPs from back then that the band put out as well, including, for those that remember this one, you know, Frankie Goes to Hollywood's 2 Tribes even. Amazing. It's a fascinating listen overall, particularly notable for Lemmy's involvement and his mix of that Metal Anarchy album, previously unreleased until this box set. And as I've said, you know, with Cherry Red do these box sets so well. I mean, recently, what we had from them recently, the Wobbum related, we've had Heavy Metal Kids, a couple of Girls' School, and others as well. They always do such a fantastic job, and they have here, as I say, we've got a nice cardboard, solid clamshell box, 3 CDs in there with replica cardboard artwork sleeves, comprehensive booklet that Evo's contributed much to as well, in addition to John Tucker. So fantastic stuff overall from a band that offered just that little bit different back then. So with that mix of Nawabum, punk and thrash, and Lemmy's involvement to boot. So top stuff to check out. As always, there'll be a link in the description below to the album. Well, sorry, it's not an album, box set indeed. If you'd like to check that out on on Amazon and get yourself a copy. So it's really good stuff, really good box set. So do that. Something else to do before you go is please subscribe to the channel if you've not already. That'd be marvellous. And as always, of course, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.